Hey guys, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Thursday, April 25th. I have big news to share with you guys. I think the big item we need to start with is the dump that took place on Bitcoin because of the Tether news that we heard today. Now, before I go further, this is not financial or investment advice. So Bitcoin was hovering around 5,400, and then the news broke that the New York Attorney General is suing both Bitfinex and Tether to unearth the fraud being carried out. Now, you guys, if you've been subscribed to this channel, I have not been a fan of Tether. We've talked a bit about some of these scam and a lot of shady things that they've been doing. Well, apparently, it seems like they've been covering up a lot of losses, near $850 million, and now they're getting sued. The good part about it, the silver lining is I'm glad it's happening now rather than when we hit our new all-time highs, where if this news was to come out later on, it could shake the market and send prices crashing down harder, right? But at the point of where we're not fully in a bull market, we are still in that phase of between the bear and bull. I think this is a good point for it to happen. Now, the timing of the news is very interesting as well, because we know Bitcoin just had its golden cross moment from a technical analysis standpoint, and it was looking even more bullish. So there could be I don't think there's a coincidence here from that standpoint, but I'm still glad it happened at this low point. And I think Tether needs to be exposed for what it is. And I've not been a fan of Tether. If you've been subscribed to the channel for over a year, I've talked about I'm not touching it. I'm not touching any stable coins. I don't trust it. And it's now going to be exposed. And I think we need to be rid of Tether out of this market and many of the other shady stable coins. So the New York State Attorney General is suing Bitfinex, the crypto exchange, and the affiliated firm Tether, the company behind the stable coin of the same name. The 23-page document dated April 24th states that the New York Attorney General's office has reason to believe several New York and U.S.-based traders transact in the firm's platform. In 2018, Bitfinex said it would no longer offer trading to such clients. It said OAG has an investigation underway to expose ongoing fraud being carried out by Bitfinex and Tether. So looks like they're going to get exposed, guys, and I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad. We need to weed out all the manipulation, all the shady stuff. And I think it's the big players like your Backed, Fidelity, and TD Ameritrade are gonna force that. They're probably gonna, like we saw Bitwise was exposing a lot of people with exchanges with fake volume and wash due to wash trading. So I think we're gonna have a cleansing period, and I think it's good it's happening early. And the big players who have connections with these people of the law and people who hold up the regulations are going to expose a lot of the shady stuff happening. So, like I said, there's a silver lining to this, but it sucks because obviously Bitcoin took a big dump. However, surprisingly, it bounced back up. We're currently at $5,357. Now, the rest of the market moved with Bitcoin because we're not decoupled yet. But the fact that we bounced back up is a good sign. I mean, from the graphs here, it looks not bad, but we don't know, if this is going to go back up right away or is going to keep going down. That's the tricky part. So we got to watch it closely. But just so you guys those of you may be wondering what's going on, it's because of this news here. And many of you know that a lot of people use Tether from a trading standpoint where, the prices of Bitcoin or the altcoins are going down, they would trade it into Tether to hold it a certain dollar amount of Tether. Then as prices going back up, they cash out, take the Tether and put it back into Bitcoin and their altcoins and so forth. But I don't trust it. I never have. And now they're going to get exposed. Anyway, moving ahead, guys, we continue to see a lot of different financial products being built around Bitcoin and different cryptos. And this is a sign of things to come. The big players are getting in and they're going to launch a lot of different things. So crypto trading firm GSR launches new Bitcoin hedging product. Algorithmic digital assets trading and market making company GSR announced the launch of its new Bitcoin hedging product. Bitcoin variance swaps allow investors, traders, and companies alike to hedge their portfolios against Bitcoin volatility. Very interesting. Here's a quote. We are introducing a new product into the world of digital assets that allow traders, investors, businesses, or anyone who holds a serious portfolio to hedge against take advantage of one of the most common and intimidating parts of the crypto markets, volatility. So this is interesting. Let's see. According to Gil, And this is the co-founder, Christian Gale. Instruments that exist in the traditional finance still haven't reached the realm of digital assets. That's why we've been talking about the infrastructures being built. They're going to start launching a lot of these financial products around Bitcoin and other cryptos. And the future of this market is bright, guys. He said, we believe this product will be a mainstay of portfolio managers in the months and years to come. So big update here, and it continues. The building, the investing, the mergers, the acquisitions continue, and we're seeing adoption is growing as well. Now, speaking of adoption, guys, and I am by no means a fan of Lil Pump, the hip hop, the rap artist. Some of you may be. I am not a fan of his music, but that's not the point here. But as you can see from the headline, U.S. rapper Lil Pump starts accepting Bitcoin via Lightning Network on merchandise store. Now, this guy has a huge following. Obviously, he's well known right now. He's one of maybe popular artists right now from in the hip hop and rap industry. So he's now accepting Bitcoin. It's adoption. Right? Whether you like his music or not, this is adoption. American rapper Lil Pump has started accepting Bitcoin payments through his merchandise store, Unhappy, according to the websites. Fans of the 18-year-old, known for his catchphrase, I'm not even going to pronounce that, and his most recent album, Harvard Dropout, can select crypto as a payment option at checkout. The rapper has 17.8 million followers on Instagram, 1.2 million followers on Twitter, and 2.3 million likes on Facebook. See why I said it doesn't matter if you like his music or not? This is adoption. This person has a large following, and expect to see more of this. This is what we want to see. Influencers start pushing crypto. We just heard recently about tennis legend Serena Williams, right? She has a venture capital firm, and they invested in Coinbase. More of that is coming. We know about, his name escapes me. The guy from that 70s show, Dude, Where's My Car? Oh my gosh, his name is escaping me. But he did some promo with Ripple. He's big in Silicon Valley now. And Ashton Kutcher, that's his name. So we're going to start seeing more of these actors, artists, different people who have large followings, very well known, getting into crypto, guys. And he's doing it via, and Lil Pump here is doing it via the Lightning Network, which is really important for Bitcoin scalability and usability. Now, Bitwise, they tweeted the following today. This is huge. Today, Nasdaq, Nasdaq Dorsey Wright is rolling out Bitwise crypto index family plus point and figure charts for individual coins. Thousands of financial advisors rely on the NDW research platform and can now gain insight into crypto asset class. So the Nasdaq's taking Bitwise's crypto indexes and listing it to provide it to investors. Guys, do you see what's happening here? This is huge, and this full article here outlines, the whole setup of all this. It's amazing. It's amazing to see what is taking place, what is being built, and the Nasdaq, Bitwise, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade with ErisX, backed, part of ICE. A lot of big things are happening, guys, and I hope you have patience. Patience is so important. Let the building take place. This is going to come to a point, like I've been saying, there's going to be mass marketing. This is going to go fully mainstream, but let the building happen. Let all the shady scam stuff be weeded out of the market, right? And then we're going to see a lot of really high prices, but we got to be patient, guys. Moving ahead here, we got some big Ripple news. Many of you are familiar with Yoshitaka Kitao, who is the president and CEO of SBI Group, a huge financial group in Japan. Very big, very big. This is no joke. And he's been very big on Ripple and XRP. He's tweeted like price predictions for XRP. He's bullish on XRP. And you guys have seen the SBI presentations and so forth with their integration of XRP and working with Ripple and R3, both of which have XRP and are going to push usage of XRP. So Chris Larson, who's a co-founder of Ripple, tweeted this: "It's my pleasure to welcome Yoshitaka Kitao, president and CEO of SBI Group, to the Ripple board of directors. With a deep understanding of the financial services industry, he joins at a perfect time as we deepen our customer base in APAC and beyond." And he tweeted the article on their website, which outlines all of this, but I'm not going to go into full detail because many of you know how bullish this guy is on XRP. He's a believer in XRP and he's pushing the adoption. And obviously his institution is heavily invested in Ripple. He has a huge stash of XRP. And like I said, they've partnered with Ripple and R3, both of which have XRP to be used in their settlement services, XRapid and R3 Core to Settler. So guys, the future is bright for Ripple. There's a lot of FUD going on right now. I don't know if maybe there's a FUD campaign going on because some insiders know some stuff is coming. I don't know, right? But let's see, how things play out in the next few months, because it seems like Ripple's making some big moves here. Obviously, bringing him fully on board, making it where he's probably going to be more involved in their business decisions and so forth, and that's great. And we know SBI has an investment in Ripple too, SBI Ripple Asia. Many of you are familiar with that. Now, Marcus Trescher of Ripple tweeted the following, and actually he retweeted Navin Gupta. So really significant milestone for Ripple and RippleNet in the Middle East and Asia, powering payment flows with SABB Bank in Saudi Arabia to India. So Ripple is global. They're setting up everywhere, getting different financial institutions and banks globally, building their network of financial institutions. And I'm telling you, as more of these banks go live on XRapid, not all of them are going to use XRapid, which leverages XRP. Some will, right? So I want to make sure I'm clear about that, because sometimes people say all the banks are going to. No, not all, only some. But those that are going to use it are going to be pushing a high volume of money. And we even saw that like Mercury FX started small, right? Very small. They were sending a couple of $1,000s, and then they're like, oh, we're going to expand to more corridors, and we're going to start sending tens of thousands of dollars. And there's going to be more institutions that are going to be sending millions, and it's going to grow from there. And not only Ripple XRapid, but R3 Core to Settler, which have their own bank partners. And what was the first settlement currency to be added to the the R3 Core to Settler? XRP. We heard about this in December. So big things are being set up here and built. We just got to be patient and just ignore the FUD. There's a lot of people spreading FUD lately. Now, Win, you guys know XRP Labs, as well as the founder of XRP Tipbot. We recently heard about him saying that they're going to try to get a European banking license. Well, he tweeted the following today: people from the EU can now deposit to the XRP Tipbot using credit and debit cards using the card to XRP service by I guess this was the founder. I guess the person who's the founder of Bitfinex, also the founder of this. And he says the fees are a little higher, but that's a credit debit card thing. However, a big step for further adoption. So great news here. Also, we highlighted that Bitrue is doing a great job, and you guys may have seen my interview with the CEO of Bitrue. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the description, where even before they added all these base currencies, he mentioned in the interview 3 months ago that they were planning to do 30 plus and so forth. So they have been doing an excellent job. So if you one of the exchanges you want to support, and he mentioned, as you probably noticed, Bitrue is a big XRP fan, as they offer many XRP pairs. It was a no-brainer to partner up to make it easier for users to deposit other cryptos to the XRP Tipbot using Bitrue Official. Their tokens of appreciation will go back to the community. So they have partnered up there. So the XRP network and utility and use cases are piling up. The FUDsters would like to say otherwise, because there's a lot of news, and sometimes people forget maybe something that came out a month or 2 months or 3 months ago. Now, I stay on top of a lot of this stuff, and I don't forget I've interviewed some of these people who got Ripple Spring funding, and I'm telling you, big things are happening, and the FUDsters are gonna try to, you know, scare people, but patience is the key, guys. And I know some people were like frustrated with the price, but it's at the same time, I'm like, we haven't even fully, I've been saying it, we haven't fully gone into a bull market yet. We're in that transition phase. Let us at least get out of this bear market and let some of the building take place, and then let it go, you know, all these things come to fruition. So patience is a key, as mentioned before. So guys, what do you think about this news? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support the channel, check out my Patreon group and donation links. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.